Hi, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello. Hi. Okay. Yay, I think you can hear me now. Cool. Thank you. Hi, guys. How are you today? I hope that everything's fine for you. I hope that you are very festive. I hope that you have a great festive mood, holiday mood, and I hope that your weather is kind of Christmassy, maybe New Year-y as well. As for me, I have quite a dull day with very strong wind, but despite that, despite the weather, my mood is very festive, and as you probably can see from my outfit. Okay, guys, so today we're going to talk about culture, about some traditions, and most of all, about the holidays. Holidays in two English speaking countries, in the USA and in the UK. So, let's get started. But before we get started, let me tell you a bit about myself. My name is Daria. I am a teacher at Учёба.ру. I graduated from Sochi State University. I passed my CEE exams, I passed my TKT exams. I studied both in Russia and in the UK. And I am a coffee addict, as you can probably guess from this big jar of coffee that I have. And I'm a keen nature photographer. But that's enough about me. I'm not alone here today. What is Учёба.ру? Учёба.ру is an online school, and we have got 12,000 graduate guides. Can you imagine? 12,000 people passed their ЕГЭ and ОГЭ with us. And 4,200 of our students got 80 plus for their ЕГЭ and 5 for their ОГЭ. And as I said, I'm not alone. I'm a part of a team of amazing teachers. They teach all subjects. They're all awesome. And I'm very proud to be a part of this team. What we do? Basically, we guarantee you entrance to the university if you prepare with us for 3 exams and don't make classes and do your homework. Every month you will have a mock exam every single month to check your progress, to understand where you are right now, to understand what's going on, and so on. And also we have got different level groups, so it is always a bit challenging, and it is always a lot of fun to study with your peers in the groups that are separated in different levels. So yay, we've got that. That's really nice. And let's talk about the topic of our stream today, which is basically holidays. Holidays in the UK, holidays in the USA. Do you guys like holidays, by the way? I do like holidays. Well, what's your favorite holiday? I have this question for you. My favorite holiday personally is the New Year, but I encourage you to comment down below. Somewhere there should be a form that if you click on it, you can comment on your favorite holiday. And that would be really, really nice to know and to compare. So let's have a look at holiday season in the USA. I have got here the calendar from 2023. That's the list of federal holidays in the USA. They start their year with the New Year's Day, and this year, 2023, we are not in 2024 yet, so I'm going to talk a lot about 2023. This year started with a Sunday, January the 1st, which also observed on Monday, January the 2nd, because they substituted it. The second one is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, also Monday, January 16th. Next one is in February the 20th, that's the President's Day. Memorial Day can be observed on the 29th of May. Juneteenth, which is held on the 16th of June, can be observed in June, as you can see. And one of the most interesting holidays in the USA is the Independence Day, which is celebrated on the 4th of July. It is followed by the Labor Day, which is celebrated on the 4th of September. And we also have some other holidays. I will pay special attention to Thanksgiving, which this year was celebrated on the 23rd of November. And of course, Christmas, guys. They celebrate Christmas on the 25th of December, which is basically tomorrow, right? So yeah, Christmas will be celebrated tomorrow in the USA. Okay, so we had a look at some federal holidays, at some festivals, at some celebrations in the USA or across the pond. And let's have a look at the UK celebrations. So in the UK, all of the celebrations are called bank holidays. So all of the official celebrations are called bank holidays. So let's have a look at 2023 bank holidays. We start strong with the 2nd of January because the first was Sunday. It's the New Year's Day and it's the substitute. Usually we don't get the day off on the 2nd of January, but because this year the 1st of January was Sunday, we got a substitute day on the 2nd of January. So yay, thank you so much. 7th of April and the 10th of April, Good Friday and Easter Monday. As you probably know, guys, Easter is a very big religious holiday here in the UK, and it is celebrated all over the country. And this year, Easter was somewhere between the 7th and the 10th of April. So basically we had 2 extra days off, which was the 7th of April, it was Good Friday, and the 10th of April, it was Easter Monday. The next one, the 1st of May, Early May Bank Holiday. Personally, I love this one. That's a really nice one. But the 1st of May is an Early May Bank Holiday. This year we got 1 extra day off or 1 extra bank holiday because on the 8th of May we had the historical event, the coronation of King Charles III. So His Majesty the King was crowned on the 8th of May this year. The next bank holiday is the 29th of May, which is Spring Bank Holiday, followed by the Summer Bank Holiday, which is celebrated on the 28th of August. And as usual, Christmas, guys, is celebrated on the same day as it is celebrated in the US, which is December the 25th. So the 25th of December. And we got 1 extra. It is called a Boxing Day, which is also a holiday, and it is observed on the 26th of December. So this is like the overview of the holiday seasons of the USA and the UK, both. And let's dive into some deep details about some of the holidays. I don't promise you that I will cover all of the holidays. That will take us a long time. But I will cover some of them. We will talk about some of them. And please, if you have any questions, you know about what to do. There is a special forum. You can comment down below. Okay, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is celebrated on the 4th, guys, Thursday of November in the United States. It is a national holiday and the date can vary from November the 23rd to November the 29th. So it can be celebrated on different dates. I have got here some pictures which are somehow connected to Thanksgiving, but let's talk about some historical background of Thanksgiving first. The origins of Thanksgiving can be traced back to the early 17th century when English pilgrims, they were seeking religious freedom, arrived on the Mayflower, which is the name of the ship, and established Plymouth Colony in present-day Massachusetts. The pilgrims faced a harsh winter, like very harsh. It was very cold. The snow, the everything, the weather conditions were awful. But Native Americans helped them, and they learned to cultivate crops and sustain themselves. So, the first Thanksgiving is believed to have taken place in 1621 when the Pilgrims and the Native American Indians, came together to celebrate a successful harvest. It was a 3-day feast, and it included foods such as venison, wild turkey, seafood, corn, and various vegetables. Well, we still have got this celebration. Well, not we, but the US still have got this celebration. So let's talk about traditions and customs. At the heart of Thanksgiving is a festive meal that typically includes roast turkey, stuffing, cranberry sauce, mashed potatoes, gravy, green beans, and a pumpkin pie. Do you guys like pumpkin pies? Well, I do like pumpkin, and I do like pumpkin pies as well. It's a time for families and friends to come together and share a delicious meal, to share their lives, to come closer. Also, there is a parade. We will talk about it a bit later on. A lot of people on Thanksgiving Day like watching American football. It's quite a popular pastime, and there are special games on Thanksgiving Day. And there is a very, very interesting tradition which is called pardoning the turkey. So the President of the United States traditionally pardons a live turkey, sparing it from becoming a part of Thanksgiving meal. This light-hearted ceremony is quite a modern tradition, but still I like it a lot. So the president just pardons the turkey and says, "You may be free. You won't be eaten this year." Well, Thanksgiving, as a lot of other holidays, has its values, and first and foremost, it's about gratitude. Thanksgiving is a time for reflection and gratitude. It encourages people to express appreciation for the blessings and abundance in their lives. Just like the English pilgrims were held by Native Indians, Native Americans, and they were grateful. So the same principle applies here. Thanksgiving is a time for reflection and gratitude. Family and togetherness is another value of Thanksgiving. It emphasizes the importance of spending time with loved ones and strengthening family bonds. Many people travel long distances to be with their families on this day. And as you can probably see right here, I have got a family dinner on Thanksgiving that symbolizes this unity, this importance of spending time together with loved ones, with strengthening family bonds, and just being together and having a good time. If we talk about some modern celebrations, one of the most interesting traditions of Thanksgiving is actually Black Friday. Do you guys like shopping? Well, I do like shopping. I think that a lot of people like shopping as well. And Black Friday usually takes place the day after Thanksgiving. It marks the beginning of Christmas shopping sales and Christmas shopping season. This day is right now known for sales, discounts, large crowds of shoppers. Well, large crowds of shoppers could be observed before the pandemic. Right now we've got Cyber Friday, Cyber Monday, all that stuff, so we shop a lot online. But yeah, Black Friday is known for its sales, discounts, and it's also can be thought of as a Thanksgiving tradition. Another very important Thanksgiving tradition is a Thanksgiving parade. And let's talk about this Thanksgiving parade, Thanksgiving Day Parade. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was first held on November 27th, 1924. It was originally called the Macy's Christmas Parade and was organized by Macy's department store employees who were immigrants from various cultures. The goal was to celebrate the diverse backgrounds of the employees and to promote holiday shopping. So, can you see the connection? Like Black Friday shopping, Macy's department store promoting shopping, and well, of course, we do the diversification. And this parade is very famous for its balloons. So the first balloons were introduced in 1927, so it's like 3 years after the first ever parade. So the first balloons, they were giant, they were filled with helium, were introduced in 1927. And these early balloons were designed to resemble some animals, such as dragons and elephants, and they quickly became a major attraction. And right here you can see a map. So you probably wonder what kind of a thingy that is and why did I place it here. So as you can see with this red dot, that is where the parade usually starts. The parade kicks off or starts at 77th Street and Central Park West in Manhattan, near American Museum of Natural History. So this is the Central Park. This is the American Museum of Natural History. And the parade usually starts somewhere here. The next, as I already said, giant balloons are a characteristic feature of this parade, and the parade features a lot of figures, a lot of balloons from popular culture. Over the years, the iconic balloons were Mickey Mouse, Snoopy, and Pikachu. So yeah, for those who are into anime and for those who into Pokemon, sorry guys, you can see giant Pikachus there. Also, Thanksgiving Day Parade, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, is famous for its performances. The parade includes high school and college marching bands from around the country, providing a showcase for their musical talent. So, because it's a parade, they need to march from one street to another street, from one place to another place. And the parade includes some performances from both famous bands, college bands, school bands, so everything. Even the celebrities. So, like throughout the route that the parade follows, various celebrities also take part in it. They dance, they sing. So that's like a very festive atmosphere. The highlight of this Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is the arrival of Santa, actually. He makes his grand entrance at the end of the procession, officially making the start of the Christmas season. So because it's like the later November, coming into December, we have got here the arrival of Santa Claus. So they kickstart the holiday season with this one. So for many families, watching this parade on television or attending it in person is a very dear Thanksgiving tradition that marks the beginning of the holiday season. So it's quite important for a lot of people in the US. Well, we have talked about the United States of America, and let's move on to Christmas. And Christmas actually is a bit different if we're talking about the US and if we're talking about the United Kingdom. Of course, the dates are the same. The date is the same. That's the 25th of December, as you probably remember from my overview of the holiday season. But let's have a look at some characteristic features of Christmas in the US. The first one, and the very interesting tradition, is Christmas tree lighting ceremonies. So yeah, Christmas tree lighting ceremonies. This is what I have right here. Across the country, cities and communities host Christmas tree lighting ceremonies. One of the most notable is National Christmas Tree Lighting in Washington, D.C. I remind you guys, Washington, D.C. is the capital of the United States of America. This tradition goes back to 1923. The President of the United States participates in the ceremony, and this person symbolically illuminates the national tree. So, like in Russian, we say something like "Раз, два, три, елочка гори." And in the United States, the president of the country also symbolically illuminates the national tree. That is a very sweet tradition. I like it a lot. And another very sweet tradition is decorations and lights. American homes and neighborhoods come alive with festive decorations. There are a lot of twinkling lights, inflatable characters, and elaborately decorated Christmas trees. All of these are quite a common sight, and the tradition of stringing lights and decorating homes is a way for families to spread holiday cheer, to create festive atmosphere. So that's a really nice tradition. And as you can probably see with my very nicely decorated Christmas tree with a lot of wreaths, I have also got a representation of stockings by the fireplace. So hanging stockings by the fireplace is a classic Christmas tradition in the US. Children eagerly anticipate the arrival of Santa Claus, who is sad to fill the stockings with small gifts and treats. So not something big, because you won't basically fit anything big into a stocking, but something cute, something small, something festive, some small gift, some small treats. The tradition has its root in the story of Saint Nicholas, who was sad to have left coins in the stockings of 3 poor sisters. Yep. And the next one is gift giving. Of course, guys, there is no Christmas without gifts. And exchanging gifts on Christmas Day is a central part of American Christmas celebration. So it's like the whole point for a lot of people. Families gather somewhere around the Christmas tree to open presents, and like in Russia, we put our presents under the Christmas tree. They do the same. So, but we usually open our presents on the New Year's Day, and they usually do it on Christmas. They continue the tradition of giving that inspired by the biblical story of gifts presented to the baby Jesus by the Magi. So these are the 3 kings that followed the signs, and they just saw the birth of Jesus Christ. Another thing which is quite popular, and of course no Christmas is Christmas without Christmas Eve and Christmas Day meals. Christmas is often celebrated with some special meals. And the dishes can vary across regions. So it can be one dish somewhere in New York, another dish somewhere in California. But roast turkey is a common feature. It is often served on both Thanksgiving and in Christmas. So you can see the connection here, guys. And other favorites include ham, mashed potatoes, stuffing, and the variety of festive desserts. And of course, you probably have seen this tradition in the movies where in the mall there is a Santa Claus and children take pictures with Santa. So visiting Santa Claus at shopping malls or special events, that's a very loved tradition, especially for children. Families often take photos with Santa, and kids share their Christmas wish lists. And Santa is like, yeah, of course, you were a good boy or you were a good girl. So, yay, sure, absolutely, you will get your Christmas wishes granted. So basically, that's it about Christmas in the US. And let's have a look at Christmas in the United Kingdom. There are a lot of similarities between the two countries. As you probably know, both of them celebrate Christmas Day on the 25th of December. But there are some differences as well, and I would really like to highlight these differences. First one, that's the Advent season. The Christmas season in the UK typically begins with the Advent season, starting on the fourth Sunday before Christmas. It's marked by the lighting of Advent candles on Advent wreaths and calendars. So in the picture right here, you can see the calendar, the Advent calendar. Many people also follow Advent calendars, opening one door each day to reveal a treat or a small gift. You know, like a lot of cosmetic brands nowadays come up with these Advent calendars. When you open the door with the number of the day, and there is a chopstick or a lipstick or some kind of mascara or very tiny bottle of perfume. So that's a really nice one when you want to have some festive mood. Now, why not? Advent calendar is the way to go. Another thing is Christmas markets, and there are a lot of Christmas markets here in the UK. So yeah, you can buy whatever you want to in these Christmas markets. And one of the most interesting things that you can buy there, not only there, but there as well, is Christmas crackers. And I actually wanted to tell you a story of these Christmas crackers, and then I've got a little bit of surprise for you. So let's have a look at the story of Christmas crackers. Christmas crackers are festive cardboard tubes filled with small gifts, jokes, and paper crowns. They are placed on Christmas dinner table, and it's a tradition for everyone to pull a cracker with their neighbor before the meal, creating a pop and revealing the content. So I have got here some of them, Christmas crackers, and let's have a look if we're lucky enough to have something interesting here in this Christmas cracker. So basically, as I said, a tube of carton, it's usually placed right like this in front of you, and you are supposed to pop it with your neighbor. Well, I don't have a neighbor right now, so I'm going to pop it myself. Let's try. Eee! Okay, and the second part, and I am left with the tube, and I can see that there is something inside. Let's have a look at what is inside. Okay, I have got some stickers. I have no idea why I need them, but okay. I have got some this thingy, and I have got some charade. So which two letters of the alphabet do snowmen prefer? That's a charade, and the answer is TV. Okay, I don't know. Well, what's written here? And as I said, we have got a paper crown, and let's try to put it on. Yep, something like this. Hey. It doesn't really stay. Let me do it this way. Oh, yeah, it stays. Yay! Good. And we've got another one. Another Christmas cracker. Let me try to crack it. Yay! And I have got something else right here. Let's have a look at what we have here. Well, we have another crown, which is purple this time, as you probably see. We have got another bunch of stickers and thingies, and we have got another Christmas charade, and it says, what did the stamp say to Christmas? Oh, my crown is falling. Okay, to the Christmas card. Stick with me and we'll go places. Okay. So what did the stamp say to the Christmas card? It said, stick with me and we'll go places. So this is... Okay, so basically this is what we get at the Christmas market. You can get them in the supermarket, to be honest. But it's really, really nice to see them somewhere there. And we are joined by my cat, so if you see her tail, don't be worried. Okay, and we are moving on to another very interesting British tradition, which is called carol singing. Carol singing is a cherished tradition in the UK, with people gathering to sing Christmas carols. Yay! Say hi to Satofa. She decided to join our Christmas stream. Yeah, you've got a beautiful tail. We all know that. Could you please move? Thank you so much. You're so kind. Yeah. Well, her tail will be periodically here. No worries about that. So I was saying something about Christmas carol singing. And as I said, that's a cherished tradition in the UK, with people gathering to sing Christmas carols in churches, town squares, and at doorsteps. Many churches and communities host carol services, and it's not uncommon for carolers to go door to door, spreading holiday cheer. So, and the last very important thing, which is different in terms of the US and the UK, it's called a Boxing Day. So Boxing Day is celebrated on the 26th of December. Probably you remember that from the overview of the holiday season. If you don't, it is celebrated on the 26th of December. So, it's a public holiday in the UK, or bank holiday in the UK. It's a day for relaxation and spending time with your family. It's also known for shopping sales and sporting events such as football matches and horse racing. And traditionally, it was a day when employers would give Christmas boxes or gifts to their employees. So, because right now it's a public holiday, employers don't do that anymore on the Boxing Day, and it's just the day to spend with your family, with your loved ones, but it used to be this way. And another very famous tradition, which no Christmas can pass without, is the King's Speech. So, background is like this. In a tradition, that's a tradition dating back to 1932, when Queen Elizabeth II delivered a Christmas message to the nation and the Commonwealth on Christmas Day. It was a time when she reflected on the year, offered words of hope and inspiration, and emphasized the importance of family and community. The tradition is now carried on by His Majesty King Charles III, son of Queen Elizabeth II, who is, as you know, the King of the UK. The King of the UK. So that is basically it if we're talking about Christmas in the United Kingdom. And let's have a look at the next one. And the next one is my personal favorite holiday, which is the New Year. So, New Year. Do you like New Year, guys? I love it. And please comment down below if you like the New Year. So, let's have a look at it. In the United States, both actually in the UK and in the USA, uh, there are a lot of New Year's parties, right? And in the States, New Year's Eve is marked by lively parties and gatherings. And many cities host large public celebrations with firework displays and with live music and with countdowns and with everything like this. In the UK, the New Year's Eve is also a time for lively parties and celebrations. And major cities like London host firework displays. You can see them like 2023 Love from London in the upper corner. And like major cities, yeah, as I said, like London host firework displays over famous landmarks, including the London Eye, including the Thames River, and people gather all around to celebrate New Year with music, dancing, being festive, celebrating, saying Happy New Year to everyone, something like that. First footing is a Scottish and Northern English tradition where the first person to enter a home after midnight brings a symbolic gift, which is bread, salt, whiskey, or coins. It is believed that the first footer's characteristic can bring luck to household for the coming year. So yay! Please, first footers. Bring your gifts and you're welcome. New Year's resolutions are a very common tradition, and I think that it is becoming like more and more popular nowadays, not only in the US and the UK, but well, in Russia as well. And a lot of people write their New Year's resolutions. What is that? It's a common practice both in the US and the UK, and where people set goals and intentions for self-improvement in various different aspects of their lives, such as health, such as relationship, it could be career, it could be anything basically, with the hope of making positive changes in the new year. And as I have here the last one, but not the least, that's Hogmanay. Hogmanay is celebrated in Scotland, and you can see a very interesting thing here. So it's the Scottish word for the last day of the year, and it is celebrated with a range of customs. The famous Edinburgh's Hogmanay celebration includes street parties, concerts, and a torchlight procession. And the Auld Lang Syne song, written by Scottish poet Robert Burns, is traditionally sung at the stroke of midnight. And of course, New Year is famous for its parades. New Year's parades in a lot of American cities and in some American states, such as Pasadena and Philadelphia, they host annual New Year's Day parades. The Rose Parade in Pasadena is particularly famous for its elaborate floats made with fresh flowers and plant materials. If we're talking about the UK, we have got the London New Year's Day Parade. It features marching bands, dancers, performance from around the world. It rolls through central London, providing a colorful and festive start to the new year. So if you have a look here, I've got the leaflet, like an ad for the next year's London's New Year's Day Parade 2024. It will be held on the 1st of January 2024 from 12 noon till 3:30 p.m. It will be on Piccadilly Circus, Trafalgar Square, and Whitehall. That's basically the center of London. You can go on foot, so I think the people who take part in this parade will also go on foot. As the advertisement here says, it's a fun, family-friendly, and free. So we'll try to have a look at this parade this year. I think they resumed it after the pandemic because there was no parade last year, and there was there was the parade last year, but this year I also hope to see it. I think it will be a very interesting thing to see. Okay, that's basically it about the new year. Let's have a talk about some culture, some fun, and some history. So, where did it all come from? All of us, I guess, at least many of us, we set a Christmas tree, right? So, and did you know that the tradition of decorating Christmas trees has roots in Germany? It was popularized in these states by German immigrants in the 19th century. Today, the Christmas tree is a symbol of celebration and renewal in many, many, many cultures. So, yeah, we've got our Christmas trees. Stockings by the fireplace, I already talked about it when I was talking about Christmas in the US. So, this practice of hanging stockings by the fireplace can be traced back to the legend of Saint Nicholas, who was said to have thrown gold coins down the chimney to help families in need. And the tradition of receiving small gifts and stockings has endured for centuries. Gift giving. As I already said, gift giving, this concept has its origin in the story of Magi, or the wise men who brought gifts to baby Jesus. And the spirit of generosity, goodwill, remains the central theme in Christmas celebrations worldwide. So, yeah, this is where we got our gift givings. This word is a very interesting one. So, can you guess which picture correlates it? So, that's a vibrant red and green leaves. That's a plant with vibrant red and green leaves, and it's basically synonymous with Christmas. It is named after the first US ambassador to Mexico, who introduced the plant to the United States in the early 19th century. So I guess you guessed it right, and this is this picture. Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. So this is my interpretation of Rudolph, and as you can probably see, I am representing some of Santa Dier's myself today. That's a really nice one, nice creature with a red nose, who was created by Montgomery Ward in 1939 as part of Christmas promotion. The character gained immense popularity and became a central figure in Christmas lore. And a very sweet tradition, the one that I personally like as a person who has a sweet tooth, that's a candy cane. Candy cane with their iconic, and they are iconic, that's like no absolutely for sure. Their iconic red and white stripes have a historical connection to Christmas. The shape is said to represent the shepherd's staff, and the white color symbolizes purity. This sweet has been enjoyed for centuries. So yeah, we have got some historical backgrounds as well, such as Yule log. The Yule log is a tradition with origins in medieval Europe, and it was originally a large wooden log burned in the heart during the Christmas season. It symbolized the renewal of light and warmth during the darkest time of the year. Boxing Day, I already told you about this tradition, and as I already said, it's celebrated on the 26th of December. Why is it called a Boxing Day? Because employees were given boxes with food, with money, with gifts. So this day is a symbol of charity and generosity, and as I said, it is celebrated in the United Kingdom. And this very interesting song, this is a famous New Year song. It was written by a Scottish poet, Robert Burns, in the 18th century. It's sung actually around the world, and especially it's sung here in the UK and in Scotland. as the farewell to the old year and welcoming of the new year. So I hope, guys, that this information about some culture, fun, some history, traditional celebrations in the countries where English is their first language was quite useful for you. And I also have some information about how to deal with not so funny but extremely important part of the life of every school student. And because the slide is in Russian, I will switch back to Russian, which is, давайте поговорим о подготовке к ЕГЭ по английскому языку у нас в онлайн-школе Учёба.ру. Guys, у нас осталось полгода, собственно говоря, практически без одной недели. У нас был поток, который начинался в сентябре, но у вас есть еще шанс записаться на потоки, которые начинаются в январе. У вас есть лекции, у вас есть семинары, у вас есть занятия 2 раза в неделю, у вас есть куча домашних заданий, у вас есть ежемесячные пробные ЕГЭ и ОГЭ, у вас есть еженедельный разговорный клуб. Мы затрагиваем самые разные темы, начиная с работы, заканчивая какими-то футуристическими идеями. Мы говорим про здоровье, мы говорим про еду, мы говорим про питание, мы говорим про то, как справляться со стрессом. Все, абсолютно все темы мы обсуждаем в разговорном клубе. И что хорошо, вы можете поговорить со своими сверстниками, вы можете поговорить просто так, развить свою речь. Все приветствуются, всех ждем на разговорном клубе. Также это подробная проверка сложных задач с развернутой обратной связью и рекомендациями. То есть вы выполняете домашнее задание или вы выполняете какой-то пробный экзамен, и на каждое задание вы получаете развернутую обратную связь с рекомендациями. Особенно если мы говорим про английский язык, это в 9 классе 35-е задание, вся устная часть, вся часть по говорению. Если мы говорим про 11 класс, это 37-38 задание, это письмо, имейл, и это written statement. И точно так же это вся развернутая часть говорения по английскому языку. Вы получаете подробный анализ, развернутую обратную связь, где вам говорят, вот тут вот супер, вот тут немножечко нужно поработать, а вот тут быть чуть-чуть повнимательнее, а вот тут вообще просто замечательно вы сделали. Это интерактивная платформа для подготовки, то есть все, что нужно для обучения в одном месте в удобном формате. Она интерактивная, это значит, что у вас есть записанные уроки интерактивные, у вас есть задания, опять-таки полнейший интерактив, они все разные и все нацелены на отработку ваших критически важных навыков для сдачи экзаменов. Если у вас есть планшет, если у вас есть телефон, если у вас есть компьютер, если у вас есть ноутбук, в общем, все что угодно, что подключается к интернету, вы можете заниматься на нашей платформе для подготовки. Это удобное расписание и список дел. Сразу понятно, что, когда, как нужно делать на каждой неделе. То есть вы просто открываете платформу, и у вас там написано, что, например, в понедельник у вас будет прописание гласной в корне слова. Это урок, он занимает 45 минут, это значит, что вам нужно его посмотреть, выполнить какие-то задания и так далее. Дальше у вас домашка по химии, виды химических связей, в которой состоит из 5 заданий. Видите, тут даже все прям сразу подробно расписано. И по математике в пятницу у вас корень и рациональные уравнения, это у вас еще один урок. То есть вы, как только открываете нашу платформу, у вас сразу же высвечивается ваше расписание и список дел на неделю. То есть вы буквально тыкаете на, например, урок вот сюда вот, и вам он переходит на нужную ссылочку. Я уже сказала, что платформа интерактивная, и я уже сказала, что видеоуроки у нас тоже интерактивные. Это супер понятная теория с конспектами, а также это упражнение для закрепления. Как это выглядит? Вы открываете на своей платформе под своим доступом ваше расписание, и дальше вы смотрите урок. Урок поделен на коротенькие отрезочки. Не так, чтобы вам учитель 50 минут сидит и бубнит о том, что вот это present simple, вот мы его употребляем тогда-то, 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 тогда-то. Нет, такого нет. Это коротенькие, супер понятные видюшки. Очень часто наши преподаватели делают их супер классными. Не очень часто, а всегда наши преподаватели делают их супер классными. Что еще? После каждой такой видюшки вы получите списочек упражнений для закрепления. То есть, вот, условно говоря, вам рассказали про функции Present Simple. Посмотрите, а какие функции там есть, и так далее. И так с каждым видео. И точно так же там есть супер понятные конспекты, которые вы можете всегда открыть, посмотреть, если что-то забыли. Если вы лучше воспринимаете информацию в визуальном виде, пожалуйста, она для вас там разложена по полочкам во всех конспектах. Это домашки с быстрой проверкой и удобные подсказки и пошаговые решения. Здесь у нас с вами биология как наука, это домашнее задание. Какая из этих наук изучает грибы? И у нас есть ботаника и куча других страшных слов, в которых я не разбираюсь, и, видимо, микология изучает грибы. И дальше, если вы вдруг тыкнули куда-то не туда, вам все равно высветится решение и скажут, что же такое, почему там так, а там не так. Все подробненько, все четко, все понятно. Если же вдруг вы ошиблись, вам скажут, что sorry, вы немножечко ошиблись, но если вы сделали все правильно, вы получите прекрасненький thumbs up, пальчик вверх, вам скажут, что все верно, вы супер большой молодец, и можно переходить к следующему заданию. У нас есть практические семинары, это живое общение по видео с преподавателями. Каждую неделю проходит семинар, направленный на закрепление той темы, которая была у вас в уроке. Это что означает? Вы посмотрели урок, вы сделали домашку, вы выполнили все задания, но это же надо еще как-то закрепить, правильно? И вот для этого как раз у нас есть практический семинар. Это живое общение с преподавателем, это видеосвязь, я думаю, все знаем, что это такое, где вы всегда можете задать свои вопросы, преподаватель вам подробненько, шаг за шагом расскажет, что, как, куда, почему так, почему иначе, почему не так или почему не иначе. Так что, пожалуйста, практические семинары – это то, что всем 100% я рекомендую к посещению. Следующее, как я уже говорила, это ежемесячные пробники. Что это значит? Это полные, абсолютно полнейшие варианты ЕГЭ и ОГЭ, направленные на проверку ваших знаний, чтобы вы понимали, где вы находитесь сейчас, какой у вас прогресс по сравнению с тем, что было, какой у вас прогресс намечается на будущее и так далее. Она состоит из, точно так же, как и реальный экзамен, из 2 частей. То, что проверяется автоматически компьютером, в данном случае это наша система, и то, что проверяется экспертами ЕГЭ, экспертами ОГЭ. Если вы видите, тут у нас написано «проверяем», это означает, что задание находится как раз-таки на проверке. Следующее – это удобные чаты с преподавателями. Мы быстро отвечаем на все вопросы, помогаем во всем разобраться. Это скриншотик у нас тут такой переписочки. Так вот, пожалуйста, в Телеграме мы всегда доступны, у вас есть группы в Телеграме, ну и плюс вы всегда можете написать вашему куратору, вы всегда можете написать вашему преподавателю, вы всегда можете написать предметнику, вы всегда можете написать методисту. Все мы доступны практически 24/7, если вдруг у вас возник какой-то вопрос. И что еще есть? Это система уведомлений, это своевременные напоминания, чтобы вдруг ничего не забыть. Напоминания вам приходят в Телеграм, и вам говорят, что у вас 10 минут до вебинара по сочинению, или, например, твой список дел на сегодня состоит из прописания гласных в корне слова, выполнить домашку по английскому, и там, я не знаю, посмотреть какой-нибудь урок по химии, условно говоря. И мы смотрим вот тут вот, что же у нас написано. Нам приходит уведомление. Что я вам хочу сказать? Мы вас ждем на занятиях у нас в онлайн-школе Учёба.ру. Я очень сильно жду ваших комментариев. Где-то там внизу есть такая штучка. Я очень жду ваших лайков. И, пожалуйста, подписывайтесь. Следующий стрим у нас с вами будет 7 января. И мы будем говорить про историю английского языка. Не знаю, как вам, лично мне эта тема очень-очень интересна. Надеюсь, что вам она тоже интересна. А мы вместе с моими прекрасными Рудольфьими рожками прощаемся с вами. И thank you so much for this hour. Thank you so much for being with me. Thank you so much for attending the stream. Thank you so much for watching it. I'm waiting for your likes, comments, subscriptions. So you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, all the stuff. Tick the notification bell. Tap the notification bell. And I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See you. Goodbye, guys. Have a very nice year and have a very Merry Christmas. Goodbye.